I'm not a morning routine kind of person. I never was. I tried multiple times in my life to stop looking at this. Pay attention. I tried multiple times in my life to implement one because you always watch those videos that talk about how important morning routines are and they define your entire day and your entire life. But every single time I've tried to implement one into mine, it never lasts more than 3 days. And all that stuff they say about morning routines is true. That's why I've been trying so hard to actually make it work for my life, and I finally found a solution if you're related to what I've been saying since the beginning, where they never really work for you. This month has been the first time in my life where I've actually managed to stick to a morning routine. Apart from this, forget about that. I'll explain that. Make a habit tracker, either on your wall like me or like on a piece of paper that you can stick to your wall. Just for the explanations to be more clear. My morning routine starts with going up to the window and saying out loud my gratitude, stretching my shoulders to have healthy shoulders, shadow boxing for some cardio, and immediately after that, doing 5 minutes of meditation. Now, the whole point of doing this is not necessarily just to see when I've done the good habits, but more specifically to see when I haven't done them. Because that feeling you get, that like feeling of embarrassment, of pain you get when you see, fuck, I missed this, or I missed these 4 fucking days, even in my daily habits part, because this is the morning part and this is during the day. Every single time I see that I missed something, I get embarrassed to even show it, which is gonna drive you into actually doing it the next day. Because even before recording this video, I was actually hesitating to to lie basically and put wrong checks, missing meditation for all these days, missing my gratitude for this. You don't feel good when you don't put that check, and that's the entire point of this. So for example, when these 4 days passed, when I went to Belgium to visit my boy for his birthday, for 4 days nothing being checked. After that, look how much that motivated me. Look at the difference in consistency between this and this. Now, another really good thing about this is that you can see what habits don't really stick on you. For example, I'm supposed to finish my day with my teeth whitener, reading, and visualizations before sleep. We can see that hasn't really worked out. Now, it's either you get, as I said again, motivated because you see how much you're not doing it, but after an entire month of seeing it, it's still not working, something has to change. Now, for example, I know that for the next month of my habit tracker, I'm gonna be changing up when I do this. Because meditation for me has never really worked because I always try to do it before sleep at night. And the only ever time I've ever been consistent with meditation is when I've moved it to the morning. And so that's another use of these habit trackers, is to see what works for you at what times. I see that my whitener reading and visualizations never work for me at night, which means I can try to put them before nighttime, for example, before me recording my video, to try and figure out what is an actual time that works for me to stay consistent on those habits. You can't really enforce something that doesn't even work. The only reason that meditation has worked for me is because I found a good time placement for it. And I never really figured that out until I made this habit tracker. Instead of just trying to guess by my head and trying to remember, oh shit, I'm supposed to meditate today. This is the single best way to keep you accountable. And I urge you to really do this on your wall rather than just on your phone. It doesn't really work. You forget to check your notes. It doesn't really feel concrete. But when you actually fucking stick something onto your wall, it's part of something you see every single day. Make sure you put it on one wall that you always see, not like some random corner. So here's your actionable step for today. Take a piece of paper, or if you have a board like me, perfect, even better. You're gonna put in the month on the upper corner and all the days. Now try to think of every single good habit you try to do, either just for your morning or for your entire day, and start listing them out, not necessarily in a timeline like I do for now. You're gonna figure that out later. Like for me, it is in a specific timeline, but while you're gonna try to figure out what is good placements for your habits, you're just going to put them in a random order. So you can put, for example, your shower, gratitude, meditation, gym, and reading. Another tip is to not make it too hard in the beginning. Last month, I only had this part. It's only now that I added all of this. Don't fry your brain too much to a point where you're just too lazy to do anything. And now here's the important bit. Any time you do even just 1% of each habit, you tick it. Let me explain. In my meditation part, for example, even if I do 1 single second of meditation, let's call it 1 deep breath of meditation, you're still gonna take it. Because if you make it so daunting, like I can only take it if I do 5 minutes of meditation, you're never gonna do it. You're just gonna be scared of starting because it's such a daunting task. But once you allow yourself to tick it, even if you do 1% of each task, just one single sentence of gratitude, just 5 seconds of stretching, one deep breath of meditation, you tick it. Because the entire goal of this is to get consistent with the good habits, not avoid them because they're too hard. That is the most important part that you probably haven't thought of. So now, anytime you're going to be doing even just one single rep of each good habit, you tick it. And remember the embarrassment part earlier? If you missed one day, you're going to get embarrassed of it. You're going to be even more embarrassed because you missed 1 second of a fucking habit. I didn't have the fucking balls to say one sentence of gratitude on the 20th. And that's fucking embarrassing, which actually motivated me to fucking do it for the next days. If you can't get yourself to do 1 second of a good habit, something has to change. And this is how you realize if that change needs to happen or not. Having something actually tangible and real in front of you rather than just keeping all the information and trying to track it in your head. That doesn't work. Trust me, I've been trying to do this for 3 years. This is the only thing that has ever worked. I just noticed how fucking stupid these ticks look. If you really are as ready as you say you are to start your new habits, fucking do this. No excuses, no bullshit. Just take a piece of paper. It's going to take 2 minutes. Pause the video and do it. And then you stick it on your wall. And again, you tick once you do even just 1% of each thing. Even if I read one single page of a book, I'll tick it. Even if I read one sentence, I'll tick it. And as I'm recording this, I'm realizing how fucking stupid it is that I haven't ticked all of these. This feeling I'm feeling right now is going to get me to read a page tonight. Drink water. I'm not going to drink right now because I'm still fasting. I'm Faris, and if you liked this video, if you liked what I said or the way I said it, subscribe. I make videos of what I learned that helped me and that I'm sure can help you. So subscribe and like the video.